Hi everyone, I'm back. Oh my gosh, I don't even know like where to even start this video. Okay, so I have taken quite a big break off YouTube. I've taken about a month and a half off, which is something that I don't think I've ever done. I don't think I've actually had a break that long whilst I've been on YouTube for the 5 years that I have been doing this now. So I'm basically just going to this is a video to do a life update, just basically one big chat. Basically like I'm sitting down with you, having a cup of tea, we're just going to have a chat. So I've actually I've vlogged this multiple times, about 3 times. I've sat down like with my vlogging camera to record this like chat, and for some reason it just doesn't work and I don't like it. So I decided instead of doing an actual vlog, I would just sit down with this camera and just talk and tell you what's been going on in my life, because I feel like I have a lot to update you on, and I just felt like it was a bit more personal if I just sat down like this and actually just told you. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Before I actually get into the video, I must mention I am trying out a new foundation. It's the Benefit, I've actually got it here, hang on. It's the Benefit Hello Happy, the like new one. I don't know whether it has a new name. It's the like medium coverage one. They brought out one, I think it was last summer. So I brought out a new one and I got colour match. I bought their like mini one yesterday in number 4, but I feel like I'm looking on the camera now, it looks really orange. So I really apologise if I look orange. The rest of me is like a tiny bit tanned, so I think they kind of match it to the rest of my body, but I just feel like I look orange and I don't have time to redo my makeup, so I'm really sorry if I do look really orange, but just try and excuse that. Okay, now that's over, I can just tell you. So, okay, the last video I uploaded was my 5 years on YouTube, which also I can't believe, like I still can't believe I've been doing this for 5 years. So that was on the 19th of June, so that was a long time ago. It is now the 1st of August I'm filming this on. So where have I been? What have I been up to? So as I said, I don't like taking breaks from YouTube. Even though I have a very small following still, I just, for myself, you know, I like to, you know, I said I would upload once a week. That might not always happen, but I try my best. And I don't think I've ever left it this long before, as I said, without uploading a video or without kind of updating you I haven't uploaded a video. So to me, you know, I felt really sad not being able to upload, but there has kind of been reasons, which I will go into. So I must also say I have so many things in my brain that I need to say, like just like throwing them at you. I haven't planned this video at all, I've literally just sat down to make it. So yeah, I also want to say I have a lot of videos planned coming up that I can't wait to film. I can't wait to get back and filming, because I do have a lot. I have a lot of beauty videos. I have like different types of videos I want to film, like things you wouldn't expect me to do, like some more paranormal videos and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited for them and they will be coming up very soon. I'm getting back filming this week, next week I'm going to film those videos. So I just want to say that I'm not taking a break that long again. Hopefully, as long as everything goes to plan, I won't be taking a break like that again. Anyway, right. Okay, so I feel like I need to kind of like start from the beginning. So just over 2 months, probably nearly coming up to the two and a half month mark now, I started to feel a bit unwell. So it was almost like a really bad stomach bug. I would eat something and then suddenly get this like excruciating pain in my stomach. A bit like, the only way I can describe it is just like, just a really excruciating pain. Nothing like period cramps, like nothing like that, like just in the front of my stomach. It would be after I've eaten a lot at night. It was after I've been eating like anything as well. It wasn't like a certain type of food. So that carried on. It was quite bad actually to start off with. For the first, I'd say like 3 to 4 weeks. I was struggling a lot. I felt really ill with it. I felt like not myself. I had no energy. I wasn't able to do anything. I also had like a set of about 5 migraines. I normally get about 1 to 2 migraines a year, so to have them like that was just crazy. It was awful. So yeah, I didn't feel very well at all. It was carrying on. It would be every single day after basically anything I ate. I was really worried about going out because I wouldn't know how I'd feel, especially if I was going out for a meal or something, you know. I wouldn't know how I'd be. I would literally be at the table like doubled over because I was in that much pain, if that makes sense. So I actually still have it. It's been 2.5 months later and I still have it, but it's a lot better. I still do get it every day, but it's not as bad. The pain is as bad, but it's not as frequent, if that makes sense. So I could have a meal and be fine afterwards, or I could have a meal and not be fine. It kind of like, it really varies from day to day. So obviously I have been to the doctors. Now this is why I think I've taken such a big break, is because I didn't know whether to share this online, because, you know, it is actually quite a big deal and it's a big part of my life. But then I share a lot of my life online, and, you know, I've shared in the past when things aren't, you know, great in my life. So I thought I would share this. I will say I'm doing absolutely, like, I'm in myself, like mentally I am on top of the world, like I'm so great at the moment, but just physically I'm not so great. So yeah, basically going back to the story. So obviously as I said, that's why I took such a big break, is because I wanted to kind of decide where this was going, how I was dealing with it, and then whether I'd share it online or not. That was kind of like my thought process. And because it's been such a long time, I just feel like I should share it now. It's kind of got to the point where, like, I could have made videos and pretended I was absolutely fine. But as you know, I'm quite an honest person and I wasn't going to do that. I kind of wanted to share why I took such a big break. You know, I'm doing a review of Wild Women by Louise Petland. That is going to be a nice video, a little spoiler alert there. I could have just uploaded that video and not told you why I took a break, but I'm not like that. I wanted to tell you. So anyway, back to the story. So yes, as you can imagine, obviously I went to the doctors within about, I would say, 5 days to a week after I'd not been feeling great. I thought it might have just been a stomach bug that was just like not going. So that's why I didn't go to the doctors like straight away. But when it was carrying on for about a week, I thought, okay, I better go to the doctors now. So I went to the doctors and they originally thought it was IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Which to me, it kind of was like, yeah, okay, it might be. I don't really know why it would be though. Like, I've never had this before in my life, and some of the like symptoms you get with it, I was getting like different kind of symptoms. So basically one of the doctors kind of sent me off and was like, try eating, like monitoring your diet, see how you are. So I was like, okay. So it's kind of really annoying when you get told something like that, because it's like, what am I meant to do now? Like, I was in quite bad pain. Like, physically now I'm fine. Like, I was fine up until I might eat something, and then I suppose when I start to like digest stuff, that's when I get pain. So if I was just sitting here, I'd be absolutely fine, if that makes sense. I was just getting the pain really when I was eating, or after eating, or a couple of hours after eating. So anyway, so that's the first time I went to the doctors. I then carried on and got a tiny bit worse actually, so I decided to go back to the doctors because I thought, it's not this, it's something else. So went back, I had loads of tests done, loads of blood tests, loads of other tests done, and finally I got a result back that said I had quite high inflammation in my body, which meant that I was ill basically. It kind of shows that goes up if you have a cut or if there is something wrong with your body. That kind of marker will go up, and mine was quite high, so that's why they needed to investigate a little bit more. So I literally went back to the doctors probably about like 4 to 5 times. Went back a lot, and I was getting a tiny bit better over the last, I'd say, like month. It's got a bit better. I'm not 100%, but it has got better that I'm able to do stuff now and actually like kind of get back to my life a bit, but also I still need to be wary. So yeah, went back to the doctors about 5 times. And then he did this one test that showed how much inflammation there was in my bowel. And I think it's meant to be, the normal thing is about 50, and mine was about 1,000. So obviously, you know, that showed something was kind of wrong in my body. So that is when I got referred to a specialist. Now, luckily, I was very, very lucky to be able to go privately to go to a specialist, because otherwise it would have taken, I don't even know how long, like months and months to be able to see someone. And at the time I was struggling quite badly, so I basically needed to see a specialist as soon as I possibly could. So I saw a specialist about, actually it's probably about a month ago now, and he basically didn't know what it was either. He was like, referred me for loads of tests to be done. So that's kind of where I am in the moment. I've just had an MRI scan. I had an MRI scan done nearly 2 weeks ago now, which I'm not going to lie, I was really nervous about, because I get quite claustrophobic. I was panicking so much. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have this MRI scan done. I also had to have an injection of something while I was in the scan, and I hate having blood tests. I hate having a needle in me. I hate having injections or anything like that, and for some reason my veins aren't very like prominent, so they always have a struggle trying to insert a needle in me. So they basically couldn't do it. It took me literally half an hour to be able to get this stuff in me. In the end I had to have like one of those things in your hand. Oh, can't even think about it, it's so funny. I don't like it. Anyway, I had that and I survived it, went fine. So I'm actually going back to see my specialist next week, next Monday. I think I'm uploading this tomorrow, Friday, so yeah, so I'll be seeing him next week to discuss the results of my MRI scan. I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I don't know what it is. I literally have no idea what this could be. If they couldn't find anything in the MRI scan, I might possibly have to have a colonoscopy, which, I mean, I'm literally praying I don't have to have one, but if I do, then I do. And at the end of the day, I want to find out what's wrong with me, because I don't want to carry on living my life like this. It's been quite horrible. So at the end of the day, if I have to have one, I have to have one. But I'm trying to focus on that. I'm like, nope, it's not happening. I'm not going to have one. But yeah, so anyway, hopefully, I kind of hope they found something in the scan, because I almost think the worst part of all this is not knowing. Like, not knowing what I have is the worst, which I'll never say. It is like really warm in my room today, so I got my squash because I'm a bit thirsty. Yeah, the worst thing is not knowing, because I haven't been able to do anything about it, because like there is nothing to do until I find out really what it is. Initially they said it could be, so it could be something like a really bad viral infection that has just not cleared, and like I want you to like take something to like completely clear it from my system. It could also be things more serious, which obviously I'm hoping is not, but this is what they have to do checks for, is to check whether it's something like Crohn's disease or colitis, which, as I said, I'm really hoping it's not anything like that, and I'm hoping it's not anything too serious, and it is something like some sort of weird bug that I've had and it's just stuck and it's not going. Initially, that's honestly what I thought it was. I thought it was just this really bad viral infection thing that I just like, you know, viral. You know, viruses, there are so many different types of viruses and they don't always show on different types of tests. It's actually quite hard to find what type of virus you could have. So, you know, it could be that, which I do hope, because all I want to do is take something and for it to go. Whether that will happen or not, I don't know. But yeah, so that has basically been my life for the past 2 months, back and forth to the doctors. In between I have been able to do stuff, you know, I haven't been like bed bound all the time. There were a couple of days where I literally I stayed in bed for those days because I wasn't very well at all, but you know, it's just something that I've had to kind of learn to deal with at the moment, and kind of get on with my life in between this. I've kind of learned when I would get a stomach ache, so I can sort of plan myself to like you know, be somewhere where I'd be able to like just rest for a minute and like lie on the floor, because that's most of what I have to do. If I get something, I literally just have to lie on the floor. And obviously that's very hard to do if you're out in public, so I try and kind of plan stuff around, like I won't eat a big meal if I go out, for example. I know that will just trigger it, so I don't tend to eat a big meal while I go out. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you, I wanted to let you know, and I know this video is probably really long and rambly, but I just wanted to tell you because I feel like this has been a big part of my life. And even though I'm fine, you know, I'm doing really well mentally, like I'm really great at the moment, and this is something that I've just, it's been one of those things that it's just like, oh, for God's sake, do you know what I mean? Like, I like almost wish I just had a bug and it gone, do you know what I mean? Like where it's stuck for like 2 months, and it's just been like it's been hard work, do you know what I mean? Like trying to trying to be able to do stuff and just live my life with this. It's been quite difficult because, as I said, you know, I have to try and plan stuff around how I feel, which is really annoying because I've had to like cancel stuff. I had to cancel stuff with friends, which I hate doing. But as I said, you know, in between I have been asked to do stuff. I went down to West Wales for a little holiday over the last couple of weeks. It's been really lovely, and wasn't too bad when I was down there. And for example, George came down, I think that was at the end of May, June time, and I was actually quite unwell that week, but we still managed to do stuff, still managed to go out. I didn't want to let it down, so I still managed to do stuff. But yeah, it's just been weird because you know, I'm not complaining. I don't want sympathy or anything. I know there are so many more people out there that are going through so much worse than what I'm going through, but I think it's just annoying when you don't know what it is, because I haven't been able to have a solution. I haven't been for myself. I haven't been able to do stuff that I, you know, will help it, if that makes sense. Yeah, I just, at this point, I don't know, and I think sometimes it's a bit scary because you're like, you start thinking of like all the worst things, you start googling stuff that you know you shouldn't be googling, but you do it anyway, and then you come up with all these things and you're like, oh my god, what have I got, what have I got, what have I got? So yeah, I also could be like allergic to something that I don't know I'm allergic to, so I might have to have tests done. If they can't find anything, then I might have to have tests done to see if I'm like allergic to a certain thing, like wheat, for example. But yeah, it's weird because obviously I haven't had anything like this all my life, you know, it's suddenly just come on, so it's really odd. But yeah, that's been my life. Big weight's been lifted off me now. Now I've told you all. But yeah, I'm fine. You know, I am actually okay. It's just been, I think it's hard as well when you say you've been ill and people are like, you look fine. I'm like, yeah, I do look fine. But I've just been struggling a little bit. It's been one of those things, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's just like annoying. But I'm hoping I'll find out what it is soon. I will of course keep you updated on what it could be. Once I have the results of my scan and stuff like that, I will let you know. And whether they have to do further in tests and stuff. I would probably imagine I'll probably have to have some more tests done. But I'm hoping, because obviously my birthday is on the 20th of August, which, by the way, I'll be 21 and I'm so excited about it. Like this year, I don't know why, I've been the most excited about my birthday than I ever have in my life. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but I'm so excited. And that's kind of like my aim. Like I want to be 100% better for my birthday. That is my aim. I don't know whether it's going to happen, but I'm praying and I'm hoping that I will be. So yeah, that's what I've been up to really. As I said, you know, if you follow me, I would actually highly, sorry, my brother is like cleaning his room. His bedroom's like behind mine, so if you like bumps and stuff, that's what it is. What was I saying? Yeah, if you don't already follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the link below, but my handle is at BethanAmy98 because I post quite regularly on Instagram and also on Insta stories. So if you ever want to see what I'm doing, like more kind of live, if you know what I mean, then go and follow me over there, because, you know, as I said, I have been doing stuff. So if you want to see what I've been up to, kind of a more detailed thing, then go follow me over there. But yeah, it feels really weird to be back, but I'm so glad I'm back, and I'm sorry I had to take that break, but it was just kind of necessary because, as I said, I could have carried on, I could have made videos, but I just kind of felt like I had this big thing over me, if that makes sense. And I also considered not making this video until I knew actually what was wrong with me, but it's taken too long. It's taken way too long, and I'm still ill. You know, I'm not right. You know, I do kind of dread mealtime. I try not to actually, I only eat really one main meal a day and then just have snacks because I kind of dread having that pain. But anyway, yeah, let's hope I get better. I also wanted to have a really quick chat at the end about Love Island because I haven't spoken about it on my channel this year. So it's finished. I don't know what I'm going to do in my evenings now. I literally last night was like, came 9 o'clock and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do now. What did you think? If you watched it, please let me know what you thought of this year's series. I think it picked up a lot sort of towards the middle and the end. I feel like at the start it was a bit boring, I'm not going to lie. But I feel like it picked up a lot. I love Maura. Maura, she's just, I just love her. I don't know though how I feel about her and Curtis. Like, I don't know whether they will last, I don't know. Tommy and Molly May were my favourite couple, if I'm being honest. I loved them together, and I do actually think they will stay together. I just love Tommy, he is such a sweetheart, I just really love him. Same with Greg, oh my gosh, I genuinely want Greg to be my boyfriend. Like, oh my gosh, he's just perfect. Him and Amber, I was so happy for Amber. She's totally deserved it. I mean, she went through a lot of shit in there with Mike and everything, who I just can't even with that situation. So yeah, I'm really happy for her. I just thought I'd give that little quick mention at the end because I just wanted to kind of ask your opinion, what you thought, whether you thought the right winners were Amber and Greg. I actually think Amber and Greg, Tommy and Molly May, and Bella and Anton, I think they're the ones that are actually going to stay together. That is my thought, and let me know what you think. But yeah, I think I have rambled on way too much already in this video, and you don't want to hear me talking for any much longer. So as I said, next video will be a review of Not Wild About the Girl, that was the second book, Wild Women by Louise Petland. That will be coming up very soon, so please look out for that, and lots more videos coming up soon. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel because as I said, I will be uploading weekly now. Also click the little notification bell because for some reason YouTube doesn't always put videos in subscription boxes. So if you click that bell then you'll get notified when I next upload. I hope you're all doing well. Please let me know in the comments how you are. I hope you're all having a lovely summer so far. I still can't believe it's August already. I have quite a few things coming up this month which I'm hoping to be able to actually do. So yeah, I'm back to uni at the end of September. I'm actually kind of missing uni a bit. I'm missing my friends. Yeah, but I'll see everyone soon. I'll be reunited, and I've been reunited with a lot of my like old school friends recently, which has been so lovely. Yeah, okay, I'm actually gonna go now. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Leave me a comment below and also subscribe to my channel. I'll be back very soon with another video. Thanks for sticking with me if you have over this little break. I love you all lots. See you next week. Bye. Mwah.